Good morning and welcome to day X of COVID. It's March 23rd, I think. I don't know anymore. I'm going to do a resistance band workout for swimmers, and I was going to set it all up, but I thought you guys might like a more organic experience of how I approach doing a new workout that I've never done before, and learning how to do it. So the first thing to do is to go get my resistance bands out of the garage. Hopefully they're still good. I did change out of my pajamas for you. This is not, I highly recommend working out in your pajamas. I've read a couple of things, advice for working at home. And you know, our sanities are all tied to different things. Some people seem to be tied to pants in a way that I don't understand, but I get it because mine is tied to swimming in a way that other people don't understand. All right, so I found them, yay. All right, I've got a bunch. And a jump rope. Although my ceilings are too low for jump roping. I'll have to go outside to jump rope. All right. So now I'll bring the resistance bands. By the way, my house is not clean yet. I thought about cleaning it yesterday, and then I thought, you know, I can clean it tomorrow. Okay. Should be able to see me. And so this workout is courtesy of Bo Hickley and is on the U.S. Masters Swimming page that they have provided, which is awesome of them. So they don't have videos, they just have the description, so I thought it would be helpful for people to have a video as well. So it says, in terms of versatility, the resistance band is a chart topper. With this piece of equipment, you're equipped to complete mobility, strength, and power movements that can all have a major impact on your swimming performance. Here's a workout you can do if you can't get to the pool. You can do it twice a week, resting at least 24 hours between sessions. Oh, I think I might be doing it more than twice a week. Warm-up. Each training session should start with a warm-up. This phase of the training session prepares you for the upcoming dryland training and helps prevent injuries. If you have tight shoulders, spending a little more time focusing on your mobility will allow you to get more out of your dryland training and diminish your chances of developing shoulder pain. Complete 2 sets of each exercise in this phase to prepare your body. Take minimal rest between sets to allow your body temperature to rise. You can also use this as a warm-up for your swim practice or as a standalone session to aid in the prevent of injuries. So we're going to start with kneeling, external rotation, and press, and we're going to do 8 each side. Oh, and there are some videos of this, but they're not me. All right, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to attach my resistance bands to something. And also, I must release them from their prison of resistance bandness. Ah, that's neat. So this one comes with 3 different lengths, tensions of resistance band. Of course, I don't know which one is which. Ah, here we go, heavy, light, and medium. I'm gonna go with light because this is my first time with the resistance bands in quite some time. So I am taking off the medium, taking off the heavy, and leaving the light. Hopefully doing the same thing on the other side. All right, so here I am, left with my light resistance band, and it works. All right, now what to attach it to? That is a really excellent question. He's got his in a gym, so it needs to be something I can wrap around. We may have to go out to the garage to make this happen, or the stair rail. Okay, we having fun yet? Here we go. There's my stair rail. I'm gonna loop it around, put one side through the other side so that it stays there. Whoop. And then I'm gonna have to come out quite far. hopefully you can still see me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate up and then press. I'm going to do that 8 times per arm. And press up. Oh, my videographer skills are awesome! And press up. I've already lost count. This is giving me new respect for people who make exercise videos. Not that I didn't have respect before. All right, I think that was about 8 because I wasn't counting. You can certainly do more. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the other arm. This actually feels really good on my shoulders. Oh. That's Henry. We've learned, oh, he likes exercise bands. He's attacking it now. And he really likes videotaping too. Yeah, Henry, that's not so helpful. I'm gonna need that. I definitely have lost count now. That felt like 5. I'm gonna do 3 more. All right. What's next? I should probably look at what's next before I move my resistance band. Okay. Oh. I have way too many web pages open. But I will find the right one. There we go. All right, T-spine rotation.
If you're susceptible to back pain, you seem a little bit tight in the shoulders.
Oh, this one looks really good. I'm very excited about this one. So you're gonna come down on your hands and knees with your cat, who really likes your exercise band. And, oh, there we go. Okay, and what you're gonna do, set your way towards that other house. Okay, Henry, move over, move over. Oh, we were blocking the light. That was actually helpful. All right, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna be hands and knees. Don't forget to have your hand under your shoulder, and you're gonna come all the way across like this, and then you're gonna come all the way up here, I think. Let me check that out real quick. Yep, that's exactly it. So I'm gonna stay here because I'm getting mostly enough resistance, and you can see me. More complicated than it might be. So I don't know if you can see, my arm is coming up and I am rotating my shoulder up. And that feels really nice. For those of you who have been in the pool relatively recently, but now are not able to get to a pool, this should stretch out some muscles that don't really get stretched any other way. And same thing, 8 per side. No idea because I'm not counting. Maybe I'll learn how to do that. This will be a historical record of my first efforts. All right, and then same thing, other side. Oh, and don't squish your cat. Sorry, Henry. All right, so under, and then come up and rotate. Keep your abs in while you're doing this. I feel like my abs are going to be stronger than ever at the end of this process. Not this process, the whole thing. 3, 4, and again, I really would have more tension on this if, I guess I can move that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Henry, don't attack the stretch band. All right, so that's 8 on each side of those. Next up, we've got ankle circles. Oh, I'm gonna love these. All right, I tell my swimmers all the time that for many of them, if they would work on ankle flexibility, it would make a huge difference in their swimming. Now's a great time to work on it. So what I tell swimmers to do is, if you can just even a few times a day, put put one foot over the other, rotate your ankle forward and back, and do that to both sides. That's really good for ankle flexibility. This takes it a little bit further. It adds some strength into it. So if this doesn't seem very possible to you right away, think about doing it. Think about doing that stretch until that feels comfortable, and then you can do this. So you're gonna put the resistance band around your foot, and really on the ball of your foot is where you want it, because I'm not feeling tension. Yeah, maybe I should be wearing shoes, but I'm not. Pants were enough. All right. So in gripping it with my toes, I'm getting the same effect, but that's not gonna be like super comfortable for most people. So if you can get it around the ball of your toe, you're holding on here, so you put some tension onto it, and then you're inscribing the biggest circle you can make. Swimmers can usually make pretty big circles. And then you're gonna go both directions on that. And about 8 times. I think I'm getting freaked out by my very large toes in this picture, so I'm gonna do it to the side. Yeah, that looks much better. This is a box for recycling. I made applesauce, so I used up all of my apples. If anyone needs a box for apples, please let me know. It doesn't really need to be quite right here, does it? There we go. All right, and then other leg, same thing. 8 inward circles and then 8 outward circles. Boy, it's tough to get that in the right place. I really kind of like gripping it with my toes. This seems like a really good point to say I am not, check with your doctor. I am not a medical professional. Don't do anything that hurts. Just because I do it doesn't mean you should do it. All right, and then the other direction. Like so. Oops. Of course, all the courts are closed right now. Oh. There we go. I find that if I keep more tension on the band stays put a little bit better than if I don't. All right, so that was 8 both ways for me, I think. I thought, I'm gonna do this. I might as well film it, but I think it's gonna take me 8 times as long. All right, this is called staggered RDL. And if you want a link to I will put a link to the website under the video. But let me know. Okay, so here's the staggered RDL. Come out, and you're going to stagger your feet, toes behind the heel of your other foot, both knees bent, and then you're going to come down with a flat back and keep the resistance band close to your body. You have enough tension on there that it feels like it's going to drift away. If you don't keep that pretty firm, remember to keep your abs tight as you do this as well. Boy, that is a weird perspective. And 8 on each side. So you've got the arm of your forward leg is the one gripping the resistance band. All right, I've already lost count. I'm calling this 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that does get really tough actually. 8. And of course you can always adjust the tension on your bands as necessary. You do not need to go all out the first time through this. Okay, and then other side, same thing. Don't forget to keep those bends in the knee. Nice flat back and tight abs. 3, 4, 5, 6, too far. I'm coming. I will be there. Overhead squat. Oh, I think I like these. As I recall, I very much enjoy these. Okay. For some reason, it's not loading, but I'm going to get ready because I have a fair idea of where this one's going. Oh, hey, there's my ceiling. Okay, so put that back. Where was it? Here? Yes, that looks pretty good. Okay, try this again. Show me overhead squat. There we go.
Start by driving your shoulder blades together, really making some band tension overhead. Then you're going to squat down as far as you can while maintaining a controlled back position, your heels on the ground, and your chest up nice and tall. Focus on minimizing any side-to-side shake with your knees, and control your pace with this movement. Really focus on that shoulder engagement.
Yeah. So this is fantastic. I love this one. So band above your head here. Again, the tension that you want. Shoulder blades down your back, abs in, and then you're gonna squat down. Oh, I haven't done this in a while. So that was not perfect, but you can be more perfect than me. Squat down, keep your arms traveling down your back. And then what you want is you want your knees to be over your feet. And want your back, you want to be as upright as you can, which as you can see is not like super much this morning for me. But I am getting a really good squat, and you can always put a little more tension on that band and come out. 5. Whenever I lose count, I always think I'm on 5. 6, 7, and 8. Oh. And that's the thing. Don't feel like you have to be perfect. Do the best you can. Make sure you're not hurting yourself. But it doesn't have to be great the first time through. It is okay to learn. All right, starts and walls. Now that you've warmed up, it's time to work on your starts and walls. These exercises are geared to help you quickly develop power and maintain body positioning during those fast-paced movements. You should complete these directly after the warm-up because they're the best fit for when you're experiencing minimal fatigue, not mental fatigue, minimal fatigue. Complete 2 sets of exercises in this phase and rest 2 minutes between sets. Okay, that's a lot of rest. I may not rest that much. I'm a distance swimmer. You notice that even though I'm training for open water, I still do these. I am a big fan of a wide variety of training. A lot of open water swimmers train freestyle exclusively. I find that I do much better when I include some other stretch of IM training in my training. Likewise, like going off the blocks, all of doing jumps, things like that. You know, those aren't necessarily going to directly contribute to how I swim in open water, but they're going to give me an all-round base of athletic ability that will make a difference. All right, and this one is not loading either. I'm not having much luck with it. Try again. If nothing else, this will keep you from having the same problems.
Start with your feet shoulder width apart.
Oh.
Down into a squat position. Keeping your
Okay.
back nice and straight, arms in line with your ears. Then power up into a jump overhead, coming back down to the ground, landing right back in.
Okay. So this is going to be all kinds of fun. Let's see if I can set it up here. I don't know how far away I'm going to be. So you've got the band overhead, like so. You cannot see the all of me. Right here, a little further away. I definitely need my own cameraman. And then you're gonna squat down, jump up and streamline in that position. Whoa, that was really hard. Okay. Whoa. It's a good thing I can't jump high. I only have 8-foot ceilings. So squat into that jump, but you're holding the band. That's the part you can't see here. Let me fix that. Maybe. This is... I'm using Back to the Future, the DVD, which we watched with the kids, to my phone. Hi, Back to the Future is the best. All right, so I'm holding this here in streamline, and then I'm jumping up with it still in that position. Oh, and I think I only have to do 5 of these, which I'm really happy about. I'm going to check that, but yes, times 5. Okay, so that was already, I'm going to count that as 2. So here's number 3, 4, oh my gosh, and 5. Okay, maybe I do need 2 minutes of rest. 2 sets of each exercise. I'm going to go through them. I'm going to do 2 sets in rotation. You definitely could do, you could rest now and then do another set. But my personal preference is to rotate through. So the next one is a plank with SP reach. Oh my gosh. Okay, for sheer entertainment value, you're going to love this one. Okay. Oh, and I have 10 of these each side. That's insane. Like really, really insane. Yeah. On each side. Okay. So I think this needs to go about here. I think that will be about right. And my resistance band again is going onto the stair rail. It's not like the most well-built stair rail in the history of the universe. Oh, it's gonna have to back up more. I think light resistance on this one is definitely the way to go. Does anyone else's family not put away their shoes? Okay, so you're gonna come into a plank position, like so. But then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one hand off the ground and you're gonna reach that down, maybe you are, to the same toe on that side. And then you're gonna do that 10 times. Wait, hang on, I have to check if he keeps his arm up. If he keeps his arm up, it's like anti-gravity. Yes, in the future, when making videotapes, I will definitely close more windows first. Oh my gosh, he does. Oh, he brings his arm up in front of him. Okay. You can definitely do a modified version of this. I may have to do a modified version of this. But what he is doing on the thing is bringing his arm up like this. And then all the way down to the toes, which I can't really reach. And then up again. 1, 2, 3. Abs tight, obviously. 4, 5, 6. I find that I am sinking to one side. Try not to do that. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That was really hard. Okay. And now I have to do the other side. Okay, plank position. I'm kind of at the edge of my rug, which is why my toes are a little weird there. And 1. It's hitting my head. I need to move over a little. I don't want to get hit in the head with a resistance band. 2, there we go. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this side is not as strong. 10. Whew. All right. I can be done now, right? Okay, let's see what's next in store. Hopefully it's just that much fun. Okay. Eye raise is what this one is called. You do 10 each side. Okay. This is like so much easier. Oh, but it's a little higher. Okay. I'm having a really good time if anyone is watching this. It's worth it just for me. Oh, move back. Okay. So all you're gonna do is raise your arm up. I'm standing with my, knees bent, shoulder. Oops, sorry. That's where the camera is. Feet shoulder width apart, knees bent a little bit. I'm going to tuck my abs in around. And then I'm going to just raise it up here. Really great for swimmers, really, really great. And again, be careful of your shoulders as always. If you feel any pain, it is not worth it for this. Do it tomorrow. See if you're not in pain. Definitely nobody needs to be in the healthcare. Hello, Henry. Nobody needs to be in the healthcare system right now for shoulder injuries. So don't injure yourself. This feels really good to me. It's stretching out my shoulder. It feels great. I'm going to call that 10. I have no idea how many it was. And 10 on the other side, same thing. Feet shoulder width apart, knees soft, and pull it up. You're feeling it through there, all those supporting muscles. 5, 6. Henry says I'm totally right. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yay! Okay. Oh, right, now I have to do that all again. So I'm not going to rest too much because I'm not going very hard on these yet. I'm not really doing them to their full potential. So I'm just going to come through. Except that middle one, which I'm not capable of doing to its full potential. That one is exhausting. All right, so I'm back to my streamline jumps. You're going to squat down and then jump up. You're going to hold this forward like you're in streamline. And 1, 2. If I move backwards, I'm not doing it quite right. 3, 4, and 5. Any pool swimmers will be better at that than I am. And that's fine. You don't need to be good. You just need to have a good time and get a workout in. All right. I'm going to take this down to 5 per side because that's where I'm at today. Whew, and these are by far the hardest for me. All right, so plank position, arm out, and then back to the same side. You're coming to the same side leg. You're not crossing over. Except I'm, again, drifting a little. 2, 3. As you can see, I'm not coming entirely into plank, but I'm getting as close as I can. 4, and 5. I phoned those last couple in. So I have to make this video again in 2 weeks and compare how much better I've gotten at these exercises. Whew. Also, I will know them at that point. Okay. Other side. 1. Oh, that was my elbow cracking. Make sure you keep a soft elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if at any point you want to just sit there and enjoy the humor of me trying to do this, it's totally legitimate. All right, and I forgot the third one. Oh yeah, right, the eye bands. On there. Oh, I start breathing hard, all that oxygen goes away from my brain. All right, and 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's nice to do something you're good at after doing something that you're not yet good at. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to rotate. I'm trying not to rotate. 6, yeah. 7, 8. And that's all about engaging that core, not doing the work from muscles that aren't supposed to be doing the work. That alone is phenomenal training for swimming. Learning how to use the muscles you need to use, but not the muscles you don't need to use. I call it the Zen art of swimming. See what I did there? I lost Back to the Future. And that was wrong. But that's half the battle in swimming. A lot of people are tightening muscles they don't need to tighten. And that slows you down. It makes you sink. So if you can learn to do that here, it's something that will absolutely translate to you in the pool as well. Okay, I've got like 4 million. There we go. Okay, pulling strength. Let's move on to movements geared toward helping your pool. The pulling motion in swimming requires a combination of larger muscle groups and smaller muscle groups working together toward a common goal. If any of these groups are stressed beyond their capacity, shoulder pain and back pain can develop. To combat this, you can use your resistance band to target both large and small muscle groups. Complete 4 sets of each exercise in this phase. Rest 2 minutes between sets. All right, hinge elbow pull is what we're starting with here. All right, yep. I like this. I've done the first part of the movement, but he's adding a second part where you push down. I like that. Okay, so the first part, hang on 1 second, sorry. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do both arms at the same time. And my cat is helping out again. If you go on your tail there, you don't care. Okay. So this time, instead of threading the resistance band through itself, you're just going to wrap it around whatever post you have handy so that you've got 2 in your arms. So you can see I've just put it around the post there. All right, and then what you're going to do is come forward, swing position. You're going to hinge. You're going to work on that high elbow catch. My swimmers will be familiar with that term. High elbow catch, but then what he has you do is he's going to have you keep pushing until your arm goes down like that, and then bring it back. So hinge and push. So you're going to do 8 each side. I'm going to alternate sides because that's how I like to do it. That's how I roll. Hinge and push. I'm going to call that 2. And 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, and 8. And I could be going a lot harder on these because that is the way in which I'm strong. That very closely mimics actual swimming. But I'm taking everything down just a little bit so that I don't wake up tomorrow morning and not be able to move. It's amazing how much the first time you do this stuff, it really does affect you. So don't take it too hard the first time. All right, now what we have is bridge pullover is what this one is called. Oh yeah, okay. I haven't done this with bands, but I love bridges. They're some of my favorite things to do in yoga and Pilates. Okay, I like this one a lot. Surprise, surprise, the ones involved in pulling strength are better for me than the ones that involve starts and push-offs. Okay, so you're gonna come onto your back with the resistance band, 1 in each hand. Maybe 1 in each hand. All right, and then you're gonna come into bridge position. So you're lifting your hips off of the ground, feet are shoulder width apart, and you're using your abs and glutes to support that position. Hands are gonna come up and then come down. I hope you can, yeah, looks like you can see that okay. You're just pulling down like that. And then arms come up. You're not putting the arms all the way over here, you're stopping them here at about what should be about the limit of the resistance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, I could do the, oh, whoops. Ah, see, I came out of my bridge. Don't let your bridge start to fall as you go, which I totally just did. Keep your bridge up as you press down. Abs and glutes. Oh, I could do those forever. I might do those forever. I might just swim like that. Okay. Next up is plank wide pool. Oh, it has the name plank in it, so. Oh my gosh. Did I say the pooling ones were better for me? Okay, this one isn't as bad, at least for me. So you're going to thread your resistance band through again so that you're just holding one side. I'm going to move this down because I'll have a little bit further to go to get tension that way. You're going to be in wide plank. So your feet are a wider set here. And then your arm is going to come wide this way. So it's almost like a breaststroke pull down. And that is not quite enough tension for me, so I'm going to back up. But you get the idea of where my feet are. They're in a wide stance. 2, 3, 4. I don't actually know how many it said to do. I'm going to do 8 because that's usually what it says. 6, 7, and 8. Check the numbers on that. It says, whoops, for some reason it keeps going away. I should have 2 devices here, one that always has this up, because it's not working that way. Yep, 8 each side, okay? I didn't mind that extra little bit of rest there. You probably didn't either. And then, oh, I'm running into a cabinet, so I'm gonna have to come over this way a little bit. Yeah, you really can do these anywhere. You just have to find the space in the right direction, even if you have a very small space to work out in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Okay. So we're going to do 4 sets of those, which it's kind of irritating that you have to keep switching the bands, but it does give you more rest, so maybe we're celebrating it. Okay, so I'm switching my bands, and then I will be doing the hinge row. I can't remember what it's called. Hinge elbow pull is what they call it. All right, so I'm here, swimming position, arms forward, chest pressed down, and then I'm working on that high. We'll catch, bend your elbow up, hand points down, fingertips point straight down toward the ground. And then you can push it on through. I don't know how I feel about the push. I do think there's definitely an advantage to doing some of this quickly. So if you want to do that, feel free to do that. I may substitute in the future. My band is not quite even. So I'm not getting resistance equal on both sides. You should be feeling equal resistance, although do take into account that one side may be stronger than the other side. There we go. Whoops, see, that one wasn't like perfect. You want to make these smooth and controlled movements. There we go, that left arm's. Now it's getting the message. I have no idea how many I've done. But I could do a lot of these. Let's call that 4. Did I start with that arm? You guys know, I don't know. 5, 6. Oop. Arms are getting a little tired there. 7, so make sure you keep it controlled. Keep your back flat. You can bend your knees if you need to. You can always bend those more to get that flat back. You should be feeling this in your arms, but you might be giving you a little stretch on your hamstrings. It certainly is me. Oop. There we go. That's the position you want. So this is informing me that my left arm is probably not getting the best high elbow catch. But after I do all this, it will be. Okay, all right, bridge pull over. Oh, I really like this one. I like any exercise where I get to lay down. See, that's the advantage of swimming. You get to lay down. Oops, I'm not all in the right position. All right, then come up, push her down, up into bridge. There we go, and pull down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my bridge is falling. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's something that you learn. As you go through workouts, you'll learn where you tend to do things like lose your bridge in the middle of your bridge pulls. So you can get better at making sure, or I can get better at making sure I hold on to that. Maybe you don't have that problem. All right, and then plank wide pull. Here we go again. All right, 1. Back it up a little. There we go. 2, 3. I'm really getting no resistance here, so I'm going to back it up even more. 4. This should be fairly strong. Your lats are helping here, and they're very strong muscles. These are not the little muscles of your shoulders working for the most part. 5, 6. My plank muscles, on the other hand, 7. There we go. See, now I'm in a better plank. Whew. But my abs are shaking underneath my shirt. Whew. All right. So the better you can make that plank while doing this, the better overall you will be. There we go. 1, 2. And I am coming in on just a little bit because that table there. I would move over a little bit more. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I did just go to 5 there. Apparently 5 is my default number. All right, so we've got 2 more rounds of that. This is a pretty good workout. I'm gonna put my hair back again. It is falling out of my bungee. And again, you can do a differently timed rest here if you want to pause it more. I'm going straight through because I figure I'm resting quite a bit while I'm figuring out the workout. All right, some more. Woo! Don't drop your stretch bands because that really freaks out your cat. All right, so obviously this one is one of the most swimming, push it all the way down, swimming specific exercises. This imitates, you've seen people probably by now, if you're interested in swimming and you're on Facebook, you've seen people on their swim slider trainers. This is gonna mimic that. It's not the same, but you can really sit here and pretend to swim for a while. If you're working on breathing, you can absolutely do that here. You can turn your head, increase your neck flexibility in a similar position to how you'll be doing it in the water. You can include some rotation, a little bit. You can think about coming forward with that arm and stretching. It's not so much a movement as just feeling where that movement would be. Oop, I ceased paying attention, so hopefully I'm still swimming pretty well. I feel like my right arm probably is, and my left arm needs a little bit more attention, which is good. I can use this to give it attention. All right, I don't know how many that was, but I'm gonna call it. And then come in to the bridge. And hopefully this time I will keep my bridge. Oh, right, I need it to be further. Oh, it doesn't feel like it when you get the resistance bands there, but then it's pretty easy to get when you're using those big muscles. You've got a lot of power. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I haven't mentioned breathing at all. Breathing out while you're producing power, breathing in as you're extending is the general rule. Whoop. And it's very helpful to get that breathing into it. Maybe we'll do that next video. Oh, and I forgot, right? One more of the plank wide pull. How did I forget that? When I love it so much. Tell you what, everybody should do this on camera just for the sheer value of, oh, I can't look bad, I'm on camera. I have to do it right. I can't get lazy and just like stick my butt up in the air like I want to. 2, 3. It's not enough resistance at all. It's like I'm not even resisting. There we go. 4, 5, 6. Oh, plank. 7 and 8. Oh. Any of my swimmers who are watching this who I've lectured about core strength can take a lot of satisfaction in this. All right, and I'm gonna move over. Wide stance, plank, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh. All right, good job. Good job, me. Okay, kick strength. So it says, for the last phase of your workout, it's time to focus on your kick. Strengthening your kick requires single leg strength and being able to stabilize your joints. If you're unable to stabilize your joints, you can experience repeated hyperextension resulting in knee pain. Complete 4 sets of each exercise and rest 2 minutes. And I should mention, I just did 3 sets of the previous one because it felt like enough to me. You can definitely go through it another time if you want to. But again, you want to feel good tomorrow. You don't want, sometimes first workouts with stretchy bands can leave you pretty sore. So don't go all out yet. Okay, so flutter kick. I'm excited. Alexa is currently helping me out, apparently. Oh. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be a little challenging. We're going to have to find another setup for the stretchy band. I think the dining room table is going to do me well. Just like to point out again, cleaning my house today, I swear. Okay, so see if this will work. Okay, put you there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. First I'm moving the piano, which has already been moved. Because it turns out we have a hole in a joist under our house. Oop, that's plugged in. So, move all that over. Stretch it down. Without hopefully breaking anything. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, advantage is then I can have this all set up. Okay, so the idea is you're gonna wrap your stretchy bands around something so that you can create some space in between the stretchy band. You can't see that. Wow. Okay. So you can see there, I'm gonna put my feet into there and flutter kick. Is this too close? This may be okay. All right, let's try that. Oops, piano's still on my way. Hang on. Yeah, hang on. I cannot streamline into a keyboard. Okay. Mine's slipping a little bit. I may have to put it up higher. Oh, but then I'll be kicking it. So the idea though is to have your legs in between the stretchy bands and be able to kick. Yeah, mine's, oh, there we go. It's sliding down for me. Okay, and you can't see the rest of me. I'm gonna be in streamline position raised up. Don't use your neck. Use your abs. I'm still touching the piano. The hardest part is actually getting into this position. And then you're gonna be kicking here. And you're supposed to do this for 30 seconds. Oh. Okay, hang on, I gotta start again. What you wanna do is you wanna pull your abs into your backbone so that this area is all stable. Now what you can do is you can keep your hands down here if you need to. So you can kick this way, and then this is the more challenging version. And I am not gonna be anywhere close to 30 seconds, but I'm gonna do it for a little bit. And you can see my feet are just inside those bands, which I do keep having to move up and going back, forth, back, forth. This isn't the best setup for this, but it's better than nothing. Okay, that felt like enough, particularly since I have to do it, let's say, one more time. Okay, let's see what the next kick drill holds in store for us. It says, I'm gonna bring that with me. Kick strength, overhead reverse lunge for something totally different. Yeah, and I might reorganize these so that there's less band movement from place to place. You do not necessarily have to do them in this order. Okay. Okay, so one I've actually done before. And what you're gonna do, so it's just a reverse lunge with the bands. So, now the piano's in my way here. So you're gonna step on the band with your forward leg. Let's see. So that you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah. So right, this leg is stepping on the band. Other leg is, hang on. Let me check how he does it. You can do this as a step out lunge. Yeah, he's doing a step out lunge. But if that's too much, you definitely can go ahead and get into lunge position. And then your arms come up here and you can just lunge this way, or you can step up and then step back into that lunge. That's the more challenging version. Either one is gonna help you. 3, trying to keep your arms stable. 4, abs in. 5, knee over ankle as always. 6, bend that back knee down towards the ground. 7, and 8. Right, everything's stable and in line. You don't want to get loosey-goosey on this. You want it to keep that knee over your ankle. And as you come back, you don't want to stick your butt out. You want to keep straight up and down. Whoop. Keep your balance. This is a great balance pose too. And then as you step back, sink down into it. Now, if you can't do that, if you're wobbling, just stay here and go up and down at first. That'll start to give you the balance and stability to where you can step back into it. Oh, and see, I had my arms bent there because I wasn't paying attention to my arms. So keep your arms up and out. What is that, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Okay, that actually made my arms pretty tired. I'm happy about that. Okay, so there should be one more in that series. Single leg hip hinge. Okay, this looks fun. Oh yeah, this looks really fun. Okay. So what you're doing is you're gonna loop your band around your foot again. Both arms forward. Whoop, sorry. Other leg is gonna be forward, and then this leg that your band is around, you're gonna hinge forward while that leg comes up. So it's like that and down as far as you can go. I don't know if you can see me very well there. I'll do it from the side. So you're letting that leg come up. I've got to look down so I can't look and see how this looks on the camera. There we go. And I'm being stopped by my chair, so I need to move forward a little bit. Okay, there we go. And you can hinge as far as you can. I can't go super far and maintain my balance right now, so I'm just gonna go as far as I can. Tomorrow, I'll be better, or the next day, whenever I do this next. I would not want my bike trainer to get lonely. I am dependent on it now. 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to look over at the camera and do this at the same time. I am losing my balance. Hopefully you can see my arms are in streamline. Was that 7? I think that's 7. And 8. All right, and switch to the other side. There's a whole nother side to do. Okay, so this time I'm gonna get my leg in front before I put my arms up. So my resistance band is around the foot of my back leg, coming into streamline with the resistance band, and then just letting that leg drift up as you hinge forward. Oh, and I'm up against the chair again. So I'm gonna move a little bit. Do I get to count that as 1? 2. Whew, this leg's tired. 3. Yeah, this is really fun for me because there's a lot of room for improvement here. 4, and I really like balance. 5, and I've never done it with resistance before. 6, so even though I may not look fantastic. 7, I'm having a good time. And 8, yay! Okay, and I think I'm just gonna do that one time through. Let's see, do we have anything else? Oh. Yeah, so that's all it says. So for me, I would want something at the end of the workout. And what I've been doing lately that has been really satisfying is just going into Shavasana after all my workouts. Well, not my bike trainer workouts or my run workouts, but anything I do, any like dry land, Pilates, yoga. So I'm gonna put, let's see, where will this be visible? Yeah, so I'm gonna put my yoga mat down. And then I just like to get everything stretched, and it's surprising how much laying on the floor can actually do that. When I was training really hard, was that just last week? That was just last week. That's unbelievable. Or no, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Even just laying down, like everything would pop and stretch. So even this was a challenging pose. But then what I do, I think you can see me okay, is I draw my knees into my chest like this. I take a deep breath through my nose. And then I let it out. I hold it for a minute at the top, not a minute. I hold it for a second at the top, and then I let it out my mouth. And I think that's really nice for swimmers because it really lets all of those muscles in your back and shoulders kind of relax down into the earth. So then I let that go, let my knees down, and then I stretch my legs out, about shoulder width apart. I let my hands fall to this side, and I come into the classic yoga Shavasana, taking deep breaths in, those deep breaths at the back of your throat, and then letting them out. I personally find that a couple out of my mouth are helpful, and again, same thing, relaxing all of these muscles through my lower back here, letting everything kind of sink into the floor. And then I'll go to just breathing in and out of my nose. One of the ones I really like on my yoga tape is to picture the breath coming up through your feet, through your hips, through your heart, and through the top of your head. And then she says to release a wave of healing breath. After working out hard, I usually don't feel like it's healing, but I feel like I feel like I'm ridding myself of the breath. So whatever you kind of want to picture in your head. But I think it is useful to kind of visualize letting that stress, letting that exercise kind of flow out. I'm a biochemist and by training, and I really think there's a huge area in yoga to explore as far as why does it do the things for us that it does. I think that's really interesting, and I think there's some science there that we haven't even touched yet. All right, and then what I do is I put one arm up. Sometimes I will do this with both arms to get that stretch through here. I'm not, as you can see, my arm doesn't go all the way down. My masseuse once started working on it, and I said, is it supposed to bend that way? She said, yeah, it's definitely supposed to bend that way. So I might take both arms up. I might put them into streamline, whatever I need to do to kind of stretch out that whole shoulder region there. Obviously making sure it doesn't hurt. And then I roll to that side over that arm. And sometimes I'll do that to both sides because boy, it massages those muscles under there. Don't take it in the joint. Make sure you're feeling it in the muscles. And then I slide up. And then I'm going to turn around. Normally I would turn that way, but I'll turn around towards you. And come in cross-leg position. I started alternating my left and right legs, as I should. Oops, can't quite see me. Hands to your heart. And then I come down, and boy, my neck has been very tight. And so this is really good to kind of stretch out that neck. Make sure you're still elongated through the spine as you bring your neck down. And then I bring my hands up. I actually really like to rest in this position because that really helps stretch out those sides of the neck. So I do keep my fingertips on that third eye and stretch my neck a little bit. Then I come up. And then I do a butterfly stretch, same thing, really elongating. And then coming forward, I usually do another breath to elongate. Come forward a little bit more. This one, it really depends on how I feel in the day. Sometimes I come very far forward. Sometimes, like today, I'm pretty tight through those hip flexors. And then after that breath, I do let my head fall forward a little bit. And again, just stretching out that neck because I have so many problems in there. So the other thing I do sometimes is I bring my head to the side and pull in the shoulder here. Try to elongate that. That seems where a lot of it is for me. You can also put one hand behind your back and do that. Whatever kind of gives you, the stretch that you need. This just happens to be the area that I need to work on a lot. And then I bring my feet forward. This is because I'm really bad at this, so I include it in every single day's workout. To come forward. As you can see, my knees are bending quite a bit today. Yesterday they were pretty flat and I was able to sit up straight and come forward. I'm a little tighter this morning, but wherever it is that you can come to. And you can either leave them here and put your hands here, or you can bend them a little bit and grab your toes. I find that both of those have value. And then stretch this way and come forward. Same reason, I'm just very tight through there. So if I can do that every single day, no matter what else I'm doing, as you can see, I'm getting better. I used to be here, and like even sitting up was hard. So now I can bring them further apart and I can sit up straighter and actually come forward a little bit. And I'm just using my hands as counterweights. We can argue about whether that's a good idea. You can definitely just, put your hands here or put your hands here if that feels better to you. All right, welcome to the end of my very first workout video either. Not something I ever thought I would do, but we're all doing a lot of things that we never thought we would do. Something I mentioned on my business Facebook page yesterday was I feel really good about continuing to work out because it's really been indispensable in helping me clear my head. After every workout, I feel a little bit better. But also at the same time, not worrying about my workouts. If my workout is at 80%, if my workout's at 100%, if my workout's at 25%, any of those is fine. And if I need to adapt things, if I can't get to a pool, then, coming up with something else and enthusiastically doing that instead of worrying about the things that I'm not able to do right now, that's been really helpful for me. It took me a few days to kind of get there, so I thought I'd share that at the end here. All right, well, maybe I'll see you next time.